Yeah, weird, isn't it?
It is weird. It's really weird. I feel like
I know.
I'm famous and I've called into the radio for the first time ever.
It's weird. I'm so glad we got this set up, though. I mean, I can't wait to get people on here.
I know. It's gonna be, when they come and visit, they're actually going to be like, I can't stop talking.
I know, it's weird listening to your own voice. And even though you're my sister, it feels weird listening to you on a set of headphones.
Yeah, you feel like someone completely different.
I know,
Yeah.
it's bonkers, isn't
I'm
it?
like, I feel like I've just met you.
It's it's weird.
I don't know how to be.
No, you're like, oh, do I sit
Okay.
up in my chair? Do I sit down? I'm glad I got a beer. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a much more relaxed environment than being out actual fishing.
Yeah, well, I think anyone that knows me knows how much I enjoy my wine, considering on our last social, but...
Yeah,
Really,
you did get pretty pissed on that.
Well, I wouldn't say pissed. I would say I was enjoying my time on the bank.
I must add, it is very warm in here. I'm going to have to take my jumper off because I'm like roasting it.
It is toasty. Oh.
Steady on.
Whoa.
Put that away.
No one wants to see that,
Right.
George.
That's better. I can hear what I'm saying now. I couldn't before.
Well done.
I think we should just walk around with headphones on.
I might just carry this on the tube with me when I head to work.
What, do your own radio station on
Yeah.
that?
Or I might do the
like-
bing bongs when we pull into like Oxford Circus. I'll be like, the train is now approaching Oxford Circus. Please mind the gap. If you see anything suspicious, please report it immediately.
You sound like the woman off the Marks and Spencer advert.
Oh, I do actually. That's
Like,
what,
could you
one thing
promote a packet of hooks?
Oh, give me a packet of hooks. Pass me
Yeah.
something down, and I'll try and do it in a voice.
Yeah, give that one a go.
Okay.
That's in
right,
the-
What have we got? Right, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Thinking anglers, micro barbed, outturn eye. Hook.
You should do it looking at it in that camera over there to give it a little
I
whip.
mean,
Yeah.
look, right. The micro barbed, outturned eye. Was that good?
That's good, but that's so wrong.
Well, if anybody wants to give me a challenge of something to say,
That's a great idea.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyone listening to this and that wants to give Harriet a challenge or a script or a product that you want her to plug for you, hashtag plug.
I'll do it in my
give us a
M&S
message.
voice. There are other supermarkets available too.
Yeah, we're not a radio. We don't have to add that in.
I told you, I feel like I'm on the radio.
No, it's very good. Anyway, guys, you're joining us for our guest session. This is the official ClubCarp podcast. For these podcasts going forward, I'm your host, co-founder of the club, George Treadwell, and with me for our first trailer guest session podcast, I have no other than my fabulous sister, who also set up ClubCarp with me, and I couldn't have done it without her, Harriet Treadwell, fellow co-founder.
Thank you, George. It's nice to be here. I love what you've done with the place.
I know, considering this is a shed in the garden, effectively, it's taken some time to get here.
From you screwing things to the ceiling, and I was thinking, oh God, what's he doing now?
I know. It's looking pretty good, actually. I mean, we've got a few bits on the wall. We've got a few... we've got a lot of foam on this. You can't see it with the cameras, but behind you, there's a lot of foam on the wall to soundproof it, so I don't hear the neighbours mowing the lawn. But actually, it's pretty good, and it's hot in here.
It is hot.
I think that's most of the soundproofing's gone into that.
Yeah, I think if I didn't know you and you weren't my brother and you brought me in here with all this padding on the walls, I would be genuinely a little bit scared. I'm not going to lie.
It is like a padded room, isn't it?
It's slightly strange, but it works.
It does. It really does work. Anyway, before we... I can't even think that. My mental
Right, keep it
nutcase.
sane. Keep it sane.
Let's keep this safe.
Yeah.
Right, so let's just have a quick chat about then, because we want to keep this as a trailer, what our podcasts are going to be, what they're going to entail, what people can expect on our podcasts. Let's talk a little bit about the club itself. So what is ClubCarp? Because a lot of people watching this will be like, what the hell is ClubCarp? Why are these two nutters presenting to me over the radio or YouTube, however you're watching or listening? So what is it we do? A little bit about our subscription box. That kind of leads on to from what we are, what we're doing, and how can you get involved with the club. So Harriet, you set up this club with me. We set it up last year. So let's just have a little bit of history about why we actually set it up and how it came about, really.
Yeah, definitely. So we actually went fishing. It was up at Royston Lakes.
Yeah, it was at the Nash Royston Lakes.
Yeah, and I think we were there for 3 nights or so, and we blanked.
No, we didn't blank. We had a great time. Yes, we blanked on our first time.
But we had a fantastic time.
We did have a good time.
Genuinely just really enjoyed being there, walking around the place, the complex, getting to know lots of different rigs and all the equipment and that kind of stuff, because I've only been out with you a few times before actually fishing, and so this is kind of my first time back at it properly in quite a while.
Well, it was your first proper in-depth long session, being 3 nights.
Yeah,
as well.
Exactly. And actually it just really ignited that passion back for being outside, being on the lake, and getting to know all the different brands and products. And I was just like, there is so much to angling. It's unreal. I was under the impression, you go out with a rod and a hook and catch a fish. But no, there are so many different things that I was thinking to myself.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? The amount of variables.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Exactly. So then we were just, kind of sat on the bank having a chat, and outside of ClubCarp, working in subscriptions for me was kind of then a natural evolution when you then were like, I think there could be something in this of, could we bring carp angling to the subscription world? You can now get your food on subscription, you get your razors on subscription and your beauty products. So why not bring angling products to our people on subscription box?
Well, we also had before we set it up, we had the marketing means to do it because we had the old YouTube channel, Boily Belly TV, and we had a significant following on that. So we was able to take it to market from a brand neutral perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. And with the idea, taking that from concept to actually producing a box took us a couple of months. It was so quick off the mark. So really what ClubCarp is a selection of products in one box every 3 months delivered to your door, tailored to the time of the year. So whether it's winter, summer, whatever it is. So we go and hand select products that you would want to see, new and exciting things that you might not pick up in your local fishing shop, that you can then try out and give it a go and, see what you like. And there's loads of different bits in there. It's full up of products. Genuinely, there's no fillers in it, is there? We try and put everything into it that's got a purpose.
There is so much time and effort that goes into looking at them products. And each box is obviously backed by a famous angler, a professional angler.
Yeah.
First one being Marcus Hallworth, that came out in the winter. We won't say who's in the next one.
But I am so excited.
Forward,
I can't wait to tell everyone about our next box for spring and our summer box, and even now the autumn box that we've just kind of secured today is just unbelievable where we've come from in 2020, the year of hell for everybody, really.
Yeah.
And creating something from scratch then to where we are now, and the people that we've got on board and the people that we've spoken to and the brands, it's just unreal. I'm so proud of what we've created together and what we've created with our team.
Well, this is it as well. I mean, from the box, ClubCarp has evolved in so many ways, even within the last sort of 8 months, 9 months, to this incredible team that we have. And we've got about 100 anglers, including ourselves, including sort of the full-time team behind all this, because it does take a full-time team to keep this running and keep it going. But the content that they submit, the type of angler that they are, is something that I could only have dreamed of. I mean, having been part of a few teams in the past with some of the major brands, I felt that I wanted to create something. I wanted to create a community, a family where all anglers could come together. It doesn't matter of what skill set, what ability, be able to share their stories, be able to share their successes, hints and tips, and be able to help and encourage each other. And the amount of socials that we have, and the guys want to book onto more, and the WhatsApp group, it it's just nuts all the
Yeah,
time. Some
exactly.
great characters.
And like, as a bit of an outsider, I guess, from the angling community, sometimes you look in and think it's quite elitist, and it's quite, it's who you know and what products you're using and that kind of stuff. And I feel like we really bring it back to the heart of it, which is getting out on the bank, having a good time and just having a chat to your mates.
Yeah.
And we just bring people together, like you just said, about giving like guidance and advice to each other, and genuinely just having a bit of chat, which is really nice. And
it is massively. So we've not only created a fantastic product that we give to the consumer, where you get all them products and things like that in, but we've also created a fabulous team, an incredible team, which I can't thank enough for being behind us and supporting us. So guys, if you want to get involved as well, that you're listening to this, please check out the ClubCarp website, and there's an application form on the team section. Ping that into us, and we're by all means we go through every applicant, and it doesn't matter whether you've got 100 followers on Instagram or you've got 20,000 followers on Instagram. If your profile fits our model, fits what we're trying to achieve by having a tight community of anglers, and we think that your skill will fit into that, then we'll greet you with open arms.
And I think there's so many different skills as well that we've got. We're so diverse and inclusive in the team that we have. Like you just said, we've got team members that have 100 Instagram followers, but they might be really, really good on specific like weedy lakes, right? They might have something that they're really specifically good at, and they can give guidance to other people. So there's a whole host of different skill sets that we bring into ClubCarp. It's not one thing, and it's not how good you look in front of a camera, and it's not that you're bringing the biggest fish out of the lake either. It's, some people on our team might have PBs of, mid-teens, upper teens, that kind of thing. That doesn't matter to us. What we want to do is just share the love of angling, and that's what I think everybody gets across is, we're all in this together, and genuinely just having people to chat to about it as well.
So the best way for people to get involved from the off is to just pick up a subscription box.
Yeah.
$32.99 per quarter. About £50 worth of product in them boxes, fully loaded with loads of end tackle, bank life products, PVA. I won't go into it. You can find all the details out on the website. But that's the best way to get involved. So go onto the website, pick yourself up one of the boxes. So we've explained a little bit about what the club is, what ClubCarp does, where we've come from, our background a little bit. So let's go on to a little bit about these podcasts now, because this is so exciting for me. I've been like having sleepless nights. When you lay there like at night thinking, we could do this, we could do that.
George, I know, because you bloody WhatsApp me at 3 a.m. like, I've had an idea. And I'm like, calm down, Rodney, all right? Like, settle down. We'll get there. Like, why don't you jot it down on a piece of paper and we'll chat tomorrow?
Message. Talk to me in the morning, not at 2:00 in the morning.
Exactly.
But the reason why we're so excited is because some of the guests that have already agreed to come on this podcast. I mean, the trailer hasn't even come out. Well, obviously it's coming out now because we're recording it.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, touch wood.
Touch wood.
The guys will still want to come on after this.
They will do. I'll do my M&S voice for them.
You do? Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll kickstart off with a couple of the team members. So some of the like renowned members of ClubCarp team.
Yeah.
And then we've got some big named guests lined up for coming on. So let's get a bit of practice done first.
Yeah.
And we'll also introduce you to Matt Gilbert and Neil Cater as well, who will be doing the co-hosting with me. Yeah. And obviously yourself popping in and out. Now,
I will
pardon
be.
I'll
pop up every now and again.
You'll pop up. Steady on.
I meant because of the pop-up or wafters,
Oh, right, yeah.
That's where I was going with that, George.
We've got a few different... and the nice thing about this podcast as well is because we're going to remain completely brand neutral on each one, we're coming at it from a perspective of you guys, the everyday kind of angler, without pushing a particular brand or whatever it may be. So because of that as well, we can get on Nash anglers, we can get on thinking anglers, Ridge Monkey, we can get on all different consultants and sort of speak to them and see what's kind of going on in the fishing world, which makes a nice change, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think the other side of that as well is there's kind of your big teams that work for the brands and that kind of stuff, and there's a lot of kind of development within those brands, and then you've got another side of angling which is reviewers and people that like to get products and review them, and we're kind of in the middle of that, as in we want to champion really good products and good brands and that kind of thing and talk about them, but we're also not in the game of putting anyone down or saying someone's product isn't very good and that kind of stuff. We genuinely just want to highlight things that we think could work, chat about things that we think are funny, and just talk to people that also know and love the sport.
Yeah, well, the other side to that as well is there's a lot of fantastic products out there, like incredible products from the smaller brands that maybe people have never heard of before, and they want to get their word out, and we can certainly do that, and we can sort of talk to, well, the masses. We've got a great subscription base, so we can be able to spread that word. And the other brilliant thing is that we can get anglers on this podcast that are your everyday anglers fishing normal waters, day ticket waters up and down the country, not having reserved a peg, not having being backed by some major bait companies so they can't afford to chuck out loads of bait.
Exactly.
They're 9 to 5 Monday to Friday workers that have to go down to a day ticket water on a Friday night or Saturday morning when there's only 1 or 2 pegs left.
Exactly.
Yet still have good success. And we want to hear from them as well.
Exactly. Or like, you know, people that have families at home and have to work around their commitments, you know, like you just said, they're at work or they work shift work and that kind of stuff. Or, you know, the missus absolutely hates them having bait in the kitchen. You know, I feel like that's a big one as well.
Oh, my mum messed up. So our team, we send them out like the odd product here and there, and they have a chance to sort of buy some bits back from us. So my mum, bless her, she helps us out a lot here at ClubCarp HQ with the deliveries and getting the boxes sorted and things like that. You haven't heard this, have you?
No,
so,
I don't know what you're about to say.
So mum, one of our customers has bought a tackle pouch. It's like a tackle bag, right? So she's packaged it up. I've had to rush off to do something, so I've asked her to run it down a post office. So she's like, yeah, okay, I'll run it down a post office. So she's gone off down a post office to post it, and she's sent it off, right? A couple of days later, I've had a message from the guy. Thank you very much. I've received my parcel. I'm not happy though because my wife now knows that I've been buying more fishing products behind her back. So I'm like, okay, do you want to explain a little bit more? How's that our fault? And he said, right, well, when I buy my fishing tackle bits, I take it out of the box and I chuck it in my fishing bag or in the shed where the wife can't see it.
Right.
On this occasion, he's given the parcel to his wife. He's given the parcel, so it's been delivered, and he's then handed it straight to her.
Right.
Turns out that mum has told the bloke behind the counter at the post office that after interrogating mum and basically saying, why is this bloke pissed off? He's basically given his wife his tackle. Giving his wife his tackle bag. Mum's gone to the post office, and instead of explaining to the bloke, because I always go, what's in it? She's gone, oh, it's some kind of weird pouchy thing, and the post office man's like, I don't know what you mean. And Mum's gone, it's basically a makeup bag.
Oh no.
So the post office man has put makeup bag as the contents. So it's been delivered to this poor guy. Guy's picked it up and gone, oh, it's a makeup bag. It's not for me, it's for the wife. Handed it to the wife. Wife's opened it up and gone, for fuck's sake, you've basically given me, you taking a piss. You're buying more tackle, and to top it off, you've handed me one of your things, going, here's a present for you. Here's a gift. So you can understand this bloke's frustration.
To be fair, though, if it's the tackle pouch I'm thinking of, that would make a fairly decent makeup bag. I'm not going to lie.
They are quite nice tackle bags.
They are quite nice tackle bags, yeah.
It's quite nice. So, yeah, we get involved with all sorts of things. But it'd be good to hear from other anglers, things like that, other people coming in. I've completely lost track now of what we was talking about.
Yeah.
But great to be able to get some like-minded people on this show, talking stories, funny stories, things like that don't happen in the industry but happen with everyday anglers. I think that's where we're kind of getting at.
Exactly. Like, I want to hear all just like your little snippets off the bank, really. That's what I'm about, and that's why I love fishing, is just it's an old friend told us, right, it's camping with a purpose, and that makes me happy because I really love camping and being outside, and it's just that waking up in the morning, you know, oh, let's get a brew on, then we'll reel them in, change the rigs over, what should we do today, should we do the same tactic as yesterday, let's have a scope around, you know, there's always something to do, and it's just it's, for me, it's that kind of like switch off bit as well, that you can get out on the bank, you can be yourself. You don't have to think about much else other than where are the fish and can I catch them?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully this podcast as well, be able to portray that image.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably leave it there. I think coming next time, I think we'll introduce some of the team members. We'll go through, in fact, we won't go through what we're going to talk about. We'll let that be a bit of a surprise. But unlike other podcasts as well that you may have heard, we're going to be playing a lot of games. We're going to be doing a lot of other features as well to get you guys interacting as well, and getting our guests interacting as well a little bit more. So thank you very much, Harriet.
No worries. And I think it's worth saying that we actually have a silver bullet in Neil.
Oh, Neil.
You've got to wait for Neil to join us, because
Poor Neil.
if you haven't cried yet at podcast from laughing so much, be prepared, because Neil is just a joy to behold.
He is a joy to behold. We have this running joke, don't we, within the club? What does Neil do?
What does Neil do?
What does Neil do? If anyone can tell us what does Neil do, please hashtag what does Neil do, and then give us an answer, because we still don't know. He's one of our team members for the for your information. And he does do a lot behind the scenes, but no one actually really knows what he does.
Yeah, I think that's the silent stealth mode that he's going for, though. No accountability, a lot of responsibility, but he's like in the shadows.
Do that in your Marks and Spencer's voice to that camera.
Oh God, I can't remember what I just said.
Something about responsibility, something about accountability.
Okay, all the responsibility, no accountability. He's a man of the shadows. Neil.
These headphones have gone to your head.
They have. I think it might be the wine as well.
Yeah, well, that's always helpful, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right, let's cut it there, and then we'll get this posted up, and we'll see you guys again really soon. And the nice thing with these podcasts is that we can keep them fluid and we can keep them going, but we can only do it with your help. So please make sure you subscribe. Check us out on the Instagram, Facebook page, and YouTube as well. And please leave your comments, reviews, and any questions that you might have, whether it be to myself, Harriet, any of our guests coming up, and we will do our best to answer them.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's great.
Thanks a lot. Wait, what do you mean thank you for having you? This is your house.
I know, but this is not my cabin.
Yeah, so. We're quite fortunate. Mum and Dad have got a decent cabin in Derby.
Yeah, we are.
Right, thank you very much, guys, and we will see you soon.